Coming up right now, a woman's bathroom break confession is being called gross and disgusting. We're going to see what side you take on this.
Oh, my goodness. Also coming up from one bathroom confession to a passenger who threatens to make the airplane aisle her personal bathroom. It's the latest airplane meltdown. We're going to show you how this one played out.
A little bit later on, one man's strange addiction might seem disgusting to most, but it's definitely a favorite for him.
This seems like the most disgusting Daily Flash segment
Hopefully
here.
you got food out of the way.
Daily Flash starts right now.
Get ready for trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. The fun starts right now. This is Daily Flash.
Hi, everyone. I'm Andrea Jackson.
Hi, I'm Mitch English, welcoming you to Daily Flash. So glad to have you here. We're going to take care of you this entire hour. Don't you worry. Just throw that remote away. Just throw it across the room.
Yeah, you're here. You're in good hands.
We'll take care of you, of course. Mitch, Andrea, Matt Doolittle.
Hi, Matty.
Hey, Matty! Your holiday traditions. I was going to ask you if you wanted to join us on our family, but do you have any holiday?
Yeah, I got a new one I'm starting. I'm going to watch Love Actually with some family members and see how uncomfortable it can get.
Love Actually.
Because I saw it for the first time this weekend, and there's a couple scenes in there you go, oh, I didn't see this on the TNT
that's the worst,
version.
Isn't it? Oh.
Is it like every person in Hollywood in that movie?
Yeah, every
Yes.
those. Yeah.
And there's a couple scenes where you go, oh, this isn't a family-friendly movie.
Yeah, really.
Love Actually.
It is.
Either.
Love comes in all forms.
This is true. Hiring has been so tough, so difficult post-COVID. I mean, for whatever reason, companies, restaurants, shops, businesses struggling to find employees for whatever reason. It's happening around the world, not here in the U.S. In Tasmania, a hotel was so desperate to get some employees, they said, if we don't hire people, we're going to have to shut down.
Oh, wow.
So they posted an ad, and I'll read part of it to you. Police record? Question mark. Who cares? Drug habit? Join the club. Alcoholic? Don't get me started. If I can't find anyone before Christmas, I won't have a business after Christmas. The job listing posted that description. They were flooded with applicants. Now the hotel in Tasmania will be able to stay open.
Nice. Oh, I feel safe. But they just cut and paste that for my job position. I'm pretty sure that's exactly when I got hired.
Really, that's so interesting.
That is wild.
Yes.
And it is a huge problem. And which, by the way, we should say, listen, it's not the business owner's fault. You're going to be going out. Go to your local businesses first before you go big box. But just say, have a little patience. It's the holiday, and they're short-staffed because of stuff like this.
Yeah,
right?
and it's just shocking to me. Like, where are people getting money to live without jobs? I don't understand it. And
It's a very good point.
And businesses all across Central Florida, from Central Florida to Australia, are struggling to fill positions.
Disney had to change a lot of their standards. When I worked there, you couldn't have tattoos that were showing, or different colored hair, or weird glasses. Now they kind of let that go, and you can have a beard and all this stuff. They've had to change a lot of their standards.
We really should have put our standards in motion before we got Matt on. I'm sorry, Matt.
You want to see where my tattoo is, Mitch?
I already know. That's what's scary. All right, a woman has caused quite a stir online after boldly confessing that she does not wash her hands after going to the bathroom.
Come on.
Now, okay, all right, that's one thing.
Yeah.
But wait till you hear the remainder of the story. She does admit sometimes she just doesn't feel like scrubbing up after a restroom visit. So let's just hope her job doesn't involve food, because there's a big sign there. Now, oddly enough, the 21-year-old says this is what she does. She'll run the tap water just so that it looks like she's washing her hands. She also enjoys reenacting the disgusting facial expressions most people have after they find out about their lack of hygiene following a bathroom visit. Controversial clip sparked a fiery debate in the comments section. Some supportive of her hand-washing boycott, while others described it as disgusting and gross. Why waste the water is what I don't understand.
What's the point? If you're standing there with the faucet running, why don't you put your hands underneath
What's it going to take? Even if you just put water on it, all right?
just
do one of those things, dry it off. It's going to be better than not after you just did what you just did. And I think, what aspect of your mind just says, well, I'm doing it, I'll just act like I'm faking it?
Okay,
I don't get that.
I'm calling BS on this because I think she's trying to get clicks. I think she's trying to get
Well,
followers.
that would be one way
I think
to do it,
she's trying to get attention.
Well, she's going to end. I don't want to be around that. I will never. I think about that, and that's why up until I didn't have cats, Matt, I was going to tell you about this. I've never had pets, never had cats.
Yeah.
I would, and you know this about me,
Yeah.
about potluck dinners. Like I would never. If you bring food in, all I think is of cats in
Yeah.
the house going through and stuff.
Yeah.
But now I have cats. I'm like, well, no one's going to eat my food, which I'm fine with. So if we ever have potluck here, I will make it here. You will watch me, and Matt will bring his cat and let the cat walk through.
Yeah.
About that.
The prepackaged.
The
food.
prepackaged. Yeah, I'll bring
Yeah.
that. That'd be the best.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll order a pizza.
Well, passengers on board a recent Frontier Airlines flight were exposed to quite a show when a woman dropped trow in the aisle.
Wait, what?
She dropped trow in the aisle. Yes, the flight was leaving Orlando for Philadelphia when a woman got upset that she was required to sit in her seat and decided to pull her pants down in front of other passengers, including 2 children. According to one passenger's account, along with her video, she explained the woman apologized before squatting down in the aisle, screaming, "I gotta pee," before exposing her entire backside, tattoos and all.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Passenger Julie
can work at
Hartman.
Disney.
Yeah, she can't work at Disney. Passenger Julie Hartman said the woman threatened to kill another passenger when they shouted at her to sit down. The crazed woman, wearing a face mask around her chin because that's
Well,
really
I'm glad
normal.
she's-
Yeah, thank God for that. Was apparently upset that flight attendants told her she had to remain in her seat and could not use the restroom. Hartman said the incident took place as the plane was landing, and there was a huge security presence as everyone was getting off the plane. Now, this is not the first time this year passengers tried to relieve themselves in front of others on a budget airline. Back in July, a woman appeared to squat down near the toilet and urinate all over the floor aboard a Spirit Airlines flight. And you probably remember this one in September. A flight from Atlanta to Barcelona was forced to turn around when a woman had explosive diarrhea, which ran all the way through the plane.
And we'll give her that one. I mean, a lot of times you can't do that sort of thing.
This
But
woman,
this was uncalled for. Exactly.
well, and the other thing too is I looked it up. She could be facing prison time for federal charges because not only did she do that during a plane and threaten to kill somebody, but she also exposed herself to children.
That's a very good point. And you know what? What's going to have to happen is obviously she looked like she was walking off. I don't know if you saw the end of the video.
Yeah.
So whatever happened didn't make that big of a deal. But it needs to be because this
yes.
needs to stop.
It
right
has
now.
to stop.
It really
And I
does.
hate to say this, but I hope she serves time for this because this is completely uncalled for.
You know, and you're showing for your kids too. Some kind of legal has to happen.
Yes.
Something legally has to happen to her because it's got to stop. We keep on having these stories all together.
And why does it
until
have to
they
be
do.
the budget airlines? Like we were just
well,
booking a trip a couple weeks ago, and I was like, Mitch, we're not flying one of those out to
canceled
Vegas,
it.
right?
Yes, but the explosive diarrhea happened on a Delta flight.
Well,
so
And again, I go back. There's a lot of things. You can't hold that back
That's
sometimes.
true.
But it just seems like you can't plan those sort of things.
That's what the bag's for.
But I
Right.
got to tell you, I mean, and it got on the seats too, didn't they?
yeah, on the aisle, and they show.
does that
Yeah,
happen?
I don't know because I'm not sure what that woman ate, but I think
don't
it.
wanna know that.
No. Makes
All
it
right,
fine.
let's move something completely different to get that out of
try.
your mind.
Let's try.
You thought you knew how to eat a Pringles can,
We
right?
thought so.
The average person might pop open a canister of that salty snack and place the concave side of the chip, which faces the bottom of the container, to their tongue. But experts say you're sacrificing flavor, all for the ease of
What?
consumption. This is what we're talking about. Take a look.
Most of us eat Pringles like this. We put the curved part in our mouth and just eat it like that, right? You're actually supposed to eat it like this. And the reason is because most of the seasoning on all Pringles are on the top side and not this side.
Okay, obviously a very scientific. Only the best for y'all. But we are going to try to see if he's got a point. Go grab you some Pringles out of
Okay,
there.
so we're not supposed to eat it like this, like it would fit in
So-
our mouth, but upside
Over the
down.
top.
So they're saying
Yeah.
this, the round part is where all of the flavor is?
So is this is the part that should be?
All right, well, try it that way.
Okay.
And then eat a saltine so you can get the taste, which makes no sense. All right, I can see what they're talking about. I'm going to eat it the other way. Maddie, you do yours.
Okay.
I really don't notice the difference.
Oh, I'm with you. No, I taste the difference.
Do you?
It's much saltier on this side.
Much like you when you get mad. You're much saltier on the other side of whatever argument we're on.
Okay, now I'm getting it.
And that's and I say it's the absolute wrong way, and I think everybody knows how you're supposed to eat. Right here.
Oh, duck lips.
Or just
Yes, there's
man.
that.
No,
What is it? What is it about
Think a bunch of
Pringles?
them
I don't know what it is. The guy, I can tell you this,
delicious.
who invented the Pringles was literally buried in a Pringles can.
No, he was
Yeah,
not.
they made a special Pringles
Are
can.
you serious?
And that's not like a joke or whatever. He did that. And it has to, well, somebody had to have leftover tennis ball cans, right? And they go, well, let's put it in here. But I appreciate it because when you get in a bag, they're always they're broken.
These are rarely broken
Yeah.
at the bottom.
This is like the best treat in a hotel room.
Yes.
You go in and you take to the mini bar, the one
And they have those little
luxury
silver-
you can
It's
take advantage
$15.
of is the ridiculous.
Are you right or wrong? Are there other things that we're eating wrong? We'd love to know about it. Just drop us an email. Just go to our website or drop us an email
This
at
side.
flash@dailyflash.com. Can't have just one.
Welcome back to Daily Flash. I'm Andrea Jackson. If your goal is to live a long and healthy life, would you be willing to pay 50 grand to a longevity clinic to help maintain your body? Joining us to talk about this latest craze is Lakshmi Varanasi, tech and trending reporter for Insider. Lakshmi, welcome to Daily Flash.
Hi.
So what are longevity clinics and what can they do for you?
Yeah, so longevity clinics are essentially centers that help people focus on living longer and healthier lives. And they really focus on offering very personalized guidance to people that's based on a slate of tests that can include everything from blood tests to sleep tests to urine tests to genetic tests. And based on that, they start to develop these sort of like comprehensive diet, fitness, and healthcare plans. And then they also offer treatments like sort of IV infusions, cryotherapy, help you sort of cold plunges, all the sort of like trending wellness hacks. But unlike your typical doctor's visit, longevity clinics are usually not covered by healthcare. They're pretty pricey, and it's not a completely regulated space. So some of these clinics do often veer into some more experimental treatments as well.
This seems relatively new, but I know they've probably been around for a while. How long have longevity clinics been available to folks?
Yeah, it's a good question. And I don't know the exact history, but I will say, at least in the West, across Europe and America, some of the most well-known centers that have been operating have been around from the early to mid 20th century. Clinique La Prairie, which is one of the clinics that I referenced in my story, was opened in the 1930s. And there are centers that have opened up sort of across the 20th century, and they're becoming more popular now.
Are these kind of more like an expensive day spa that you might spend a couple weeks at, or is this really all about checking yourself in and staying for long term, or is this kind of a day visit type of deal?
It depends. I think there's definitely options for every type of client. Some of the more intensive ones do have week treatments that people come in and they check in for weeks at a time. And then other centers have, short appointments you can book and you can just have a quick treatment and you can come out. So I think there's options for all types of clients.
Well, when you talk about the price tag of 50 grand, would you consider this the holy grail when it comes to living a longer and healthier life, or could this be a giant waste of money?
It's a great question. I think really the grail is some good combination of diet, exercise, stress management, and living a good social life. The issue is like in our modern day life when we are super busy and we're not able to sort of, eat the right foods, and there's a lot of environmental toxins and we're sort of combating a lot of stress. I think it's very hard to kind of tap into that right mix for ourselves. So I think these centers can help you figure out the best plan for yourself.
I guess the other question too, Lakshmi, how could people living longer impact our economy?
Well, people are going to be working longer, they're going to be generating more income, and they're going to be having more purchasing power. So I think, it's definitely going to help grow the economy.
And many of these clinics offer extensive diagnostic tests, which you briefly touched on, and personalized care plans. Is this something we might be able to just do for ourselves?
That's a good question. And I think that there are definitely companies, startups that are trying to sort of democratize access to this, or just essentially make these diagnostic tests a little bit easier for people. At least they're not offering all of the different tests at one time. They're sort of finding ways to make it a little bit easier for you to do your own genetic tests or your own blood tests or, your own sleep tests. And so, I think that's definitely in the process.
Well, I'm sure right now it's only available to those folks who have extra income, but it could be Walmartified before we know it, right?
Yes.
All right, Lakshmi, thank you so much for joining us. For more information on longevity clinics, check out Lakshmi on insider.com. Matt, we'll send it over to you.
Well, the annual cold and flu season has arrived, and many are concerned about staying healthy with all the meetups during the busy holiday months. Dr. Tania Elliott has some great advice. Welcome, Dr. Elliott.
Hi, I'm Dr. Tanya Elliott. So there are a couple of key things that you can do this cold and flu season to reduce your chances of getting a cold, and I'm going to tell you what to do if you do experience cold symptoms. So number one is making sure that you get enough sleep. And by that, I mean REM sleep, because that's the type of sleep where your body actually regenerates and repairs itself. Sleeping in a pitch black room will absolutely help with this. Number two is making sure that you stay hydrated, drinking at least 8 cups of water per day. Sometimes when we're so busy, we forget to drink water, and it's incredibly important for us to stay hydrated and fight off infection and flush out those viruses or bacteria. And number three is do everything that you can to reduce stress levels. Give yourself a couple of minutes of you time every day. When your stress levels are high, your immune system is low, and it increases your chances of developing an infection. Now, when it comes to foods, I recommend foods that are high in zinc and foods that are high in quercetin. Quercetin is an antioxidant. It has immune boosting properties, and it also reduces allergy symptoms. It can be found in things like raw onions, blueberries, citrus fruits, as well as broccoli. And when it comes to zinc, it can be found in meats, shellfish, as well as legumes, so things like chickpeas or lentils. Now, when you are experiencing cold symptoms, I'm a big fan of homeopathic remedies and things that contain zinc. So Zicam medicated fruit drops or rapid release tablets, they can go right underneath your tongue. When you take them right at the first signs of a cold, it can reduce cold symptoms by 1 to 2 days. Now, if you're looking for a zinc-free alternative, you can try Zicam nasal swabs. They're also plant-based. And if you're experiencing allergy symptoms, you may want to opt for a no-drip liquid nasal spray that's also available. So if you need more information, check out Zicam.com or follow me, Dr. Tanya Elliott.
Dr. Elliott, thank you so much. Matt, any special cold and flu remedies that you like to use during the holidays?
So now that it feels like everybody's getting sick this year because we're all around each other again.
True.
But my main thing is I get a giant thing of orange juice, Claritin D, and Mucinex, and then I just take a day off.
That's it.
Usually that'll clear it up in a day or so.
Binge watch some good TV,
Yep,
right?
always. I mean, that's the best remedy, right?
It is,
As well
I
as
agree.
rest.
Stay with us, more Daily Flash right after this. Style expert Bobby Thomas is sharing some great gift ideas inspired by caregivers. Hi, Bobby.
I'm so happy to be with you. You know, this partnership is near and dear to my heart. I worked with Curel back during National Nurses Week, where we gave back to nurses. And something they told me at that time, nurses wash their hands on average 100 times a day. It was mind-blowing, but I can just imagine when I think about teachers and delivery drivers and nannies, you know, how often that they're not only washing their hands for themselves, but they're really thinking about everybody else. And so when they asked if I could help inspire how we could say thank you to caregivers this holiday season, I couldn't wait. Because look, I was very fortunate when my late husband was surrounded by so many caring people. They went above and beyond their job. And what I had done at the time inspired this first idea. I went online and found spa gloves, 5 pairs for under $10. And I tied a ribbon just like you see here with this blanket. This is a blanket wrap. I got this for under $30. It was like $20. And just put a ribbon on it with the Curel lotion, because honestly, it's a gift, but it's elevated and you're really thinking about them. You're saying, thank you for giving us of you, your time, and I hope you're inspired to take some time for yourself. And my favorite part was really when the guys would get the spa gloves and come back and they would be like, feel. And they were so excited. They were like, my hands are soft. And I thought, I know, I'm a beauty geek. It really works. I think there's a big reason nurses love this, but you know, it's ultra healing and nourishing. And I love that Curel wants to put the cure in Curel in more than one way. The second idea I have for you, it's really about making the thank you or the gratitude the gift, which is something I want my son to know. So We got a few dollars of allowance, got some extra frames, and then I asked him to sit down and draw a picture. He decided to write jokes, which actually turned out to be a pretty big hit in our house. People still to this day say, I still have your framed joke. And they think about him, reciting the joke and do you get it? Do you get it? Which was hysterical. But, my former intern had given me this inspiring speech, and 10 years later, I still think of her. So, a drawing, a quote, a song lyric. Last but not least, you can make something homemade. Food is family. My son, it was hard at first, but we melted down the extra Halloween candy into these chocolate dipped spoons. And he was so excited to run around and give them to people that he could say, here, I made this, thank you. And I love that even your grandmother's peanut brittle recipe can make a teacher or somebody feel part of your extended family because it's you sharing that, special thing. Whatever you decide to do, I hope I have inspired you. And for more information on any of these ideas, you can go to Curel.com. And just remember, find the magic this holiday season and celebrate and recognize other people and share the love.
In this week's Boss Lady, we are taking time to honor Wildlife Conservation Day. We thought it would be fun to honor the Comedy Wildlife Photography Awards. Either the subject or the photographer is a total boss lady. So we will start with this total boss lady for landing the cover and the grand prize. Check it out. This year's winner features a female Western gray kangaroo who appears to be having an air guitar moment all to herself. Photographer Jason Moore captured the image outside of Perth, Australia. Her eyes are closed and she looks as if she is jamming out to the tune of nature in a field of wildflowers. It's called Air Guitar-roo, and it rocks in our opinion. How about this lady? She appears to have a really bad case of the Mondays. Photographer John Blumenkamp caught this image of a great gray owl perched on a branch in Grand Teton National Park. He says she was doing some stretching and preening and then would slump over and give a look as if to ask, is Monday over yet? Don't we all feel that way sometimes? And here's one from American photographer Dakota Vaccaro. She says she was deep in the Virginia woods when she came upon a family of gray foxes. She captured this kit rolling around with a small piece of wood as if he was holding a cigar. She called the image, "Excuse me, sir, but I think you're a little too young to be smoking." And this year's video award winner goes to Lily Burnow. She was in Antarctica when she captured this waddle of penguins heading for a swim. All but one took the ice cold plunge. Her video called Too Cold captured top honors for the Comedy Wildlife Video Award. Dr. Jane Goodall's work is synonymous with wildlife conservation. The Museum of Science in Boston recently hosted an event with her, and she was asked about the advice that shaped her life. The 89-year-old anthropologist says it was her mother who inspired her to take a chance on a daring journey.
People are always asking me what advice I would give to my 10-year-old self. The advice my mother gave me, if you really want to do something crazy, like going to Africa, living with wild animals and writing books about them, you're going to have to work really hard, take advantage of every opportunity. If you don't give up, hopefully you find a way. And that was when everybody else was laughing at me, saying, how will you do that? You don't have money. Africa's far away. It's full of dangerous animals, and you're just a girl.
And Dr. Jane Goodall is a boss lady and an inspiration to many of us. Well, there's much more news, entertainment, and everything in between coming your way right here on Daily Flash. Stay with us. Don't go anywhere. We're back right after this.
This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. Trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash.
Hi, everybody. I am Mitch English.
I'm Andrea Jackson. Welcome to Daily Flash.
I'm going to do, if we can get a shot of Matt real quick, he's going to do a demonstration for you that I want everybody to do.
Oh.
Matt, you are walking into the ocean, and it gets right to that one part. What does your face look like? Okay? Every man has a hard time stopping or going into cold water because of
Shrinkage.
Oh,
Exactly.
right when it hits it, yeah. Oh,
It
yeah,
hits
yeah.
it, right? Well, I found a story of a guy that took that to the 10th. You women have no idea. how hard our lives are. His name is Cal Halvorson, and he's a Swedish cross-country skier. And the cross-country is where you ski and then shoot things, which I don't know how they get those two together. But,
No, I'm not sure either.
all right, anyway, he was in Finland for the that's Monty Python World Cup. It was the 20-kilometer World Cup, and he had to bow out because his hoo-ha was frozen.
It's a good reason to bow out.
I don't blame the guy. That's got to be uncomfortable.
But don't you think, like, these are world athletes, first off, they say that is the warmest part of your body, both male and female, because that's where everything kind of be, your armpits, but that is supposed to be. Now everybody's thinking about that. But so he had to go into the medical tent and tell him, hey, look. And then to add insult to injury, people were like, well, what happened, man? What happened? So I got to read his quote.
Okay.
He's and I'm because I know kids are watching, so I won't say the actual word. It says, I have frozen my unit for real. I had to lie there in the athlete's tent for 10 minutes to warm it up. It hurts so darn much. It's terrible. So apparently the thing can't freeze.
Take one of those hand warmer packs and
But
throw
see,
it down
now,
there.
that's what women tell us. Keep our hands off that. Now you want to put a hand warmer down there?
Hey, whatever it takes.
That is true. That is true. So anyway, we hope that Cal gets better. And actually, this is something that he isn't the only one that had done this. This actually happens a lot. Another skier named Finn Remy Lindholm also had to do the exact same thing. So it seems like they need to make athletic supporters or whatever to
With
keep
a
you nice
heating
and
unit.
warm. So you women don't know what we have to go through.
Where's George Costanza when you need him?
Exactly.
Come on now.
Exactly.
Well, listen to this one, you guys. A man is admitted to being addicted to smelling tuna and will drink the juice straight out of the can.
Ugh.
Why are we doing this story? I know they say don't yuck other people's yum, but Tuna Tyler from Kansas appeared on TLC's My Strange Addiction with a unique fixation. Tyler says he goes through 15 cans of the fish every week to satisfy his craving. One scene on the show features Tyler sitting in a quiet coffee shop as a waiter serves him a hot beverage. However, it is not a cup of freshly brewed coffee. It's a cup of hot tuna. Tyler takes his first sip, savoring every moment before telling the waiter, yep, nice way to start the day. Whatever happened to a nice latte?
Exactly, right?
Tyler says he asks people to buy him cans of tuna for birthdays and holidays instead of traditional gifts. Well, at least he's easy to buy for.
Well, you always know what to get him first off. Of course, we can't understand it. We all have our things that we can't understand. I do think for this show, they're right here, and they probably take it up another level for television. But there is something there, I'm sure. You kind of find out. You want to find out exactly what started this. What made you feel that you had to have tuna fish this much? And I have no joke here or whatever. I think this is an illness.
There's jokes, but we're walking away from it.
There are jokes.
100%, yeah.
There
are some levels of decency we do have on this show. Have you ever heard of? We try to maintain it and then go over just a little bit.
a little.
I've also on this show, I've seen where people a guy was addicted to eating drywall.
I saw that one too.
And you think, how does that start?
And
it's obviously a mental condition, right?
Yeah.
It has to be.
It has to be.
And it's sad to see that. And even still, tuna fish though. And his breath stinks. I'm sorry.
Oh, I
The
can't
whole
even
process has to
imagine.
stink at the end of the day.
I'd rather have it smell like drywall.
Like when he
I'm with you on
sweats,
that
it's got to
one, too.
stink.
Right.
I mean, how do you date someone like that? Unless you have the same addiction.
I guess so.
I don't know.
I'm not sure at all. I don't want to think about it. Alrighty. We, of course, do you have any of those strange addictions out there you want to have people talk about?
Do we really want them to
Well, maybe
email us?
that's a good point. But we would like to know about them. We want to share with them on our social media. You can either find us on social media, just look for Daily Flash
goodness
TV,
gracious.
but also you can drop us an email, flash@dailyflashshow.com.
Maybe he's deficient in some kind of mineral or vitamin or something.
It's kind of like when people chew on ice, it means they're low on iron. That could be something. That is something.
Yes.
Hopefully they get that
Maybe
checked
that's
out.
it.
All right, I like that. All right, we have more Flash and more fun coming up.
Welcome back to Daily Flash. Help wanted opportunities are starting to dry up as the economy continues to struggle. As a result, many people are holding onto their jobs much longer. Here are the latest stats.
Indeed is releasing its 2024 Jobs and Hiring Trends Report.
The U.S. labor market stood strong in 2023. A repeat in 2024 won't be easy, but it is possible. The report shows workers are quitting less frequently than a few years ago. In other words, the Great Resignation has come to an end. Job postings fell considerably last year, but layoffs remained low by historical standards.
Learn more about the 2024 Hiring Trends Report at hiringlab.org.
It's time now to talk about some of the must-have items on everyone's wish list this year. Joining us now is lifestyle editor Joanne Butler with the latest scoop. Hi, Joanne.
Oh, hi. Thanks for having me. Well, let's start with some amazing deals from Verizon. They're giving you 3 easy ways to save and some exclusive deals you can't get anywhere else. First, on your subscription services, because chances are you're paying for one or more of the gazillion ones out there. So this deal is called My Plan, and it's going to save you money on all of the add-ons like Apple Music, Apple One, Walmart Plus, and Netflix for just $10 each. Next, there's Switch and Save. If you're switching from one of the other carriers, you'll save up to $300 a year on what you're currently paying when you bundle Apple One and Disney Plus. And new customers or customers adding a line, check this out. You'll get the new iPhone 15 Pro for free when you trade in any old iPhone. A guaranteed trade-in, any condition it's in. Plus, you'll get Apple One and Apple TV 4K for free too. And that's an $1,100 savings, which is just amazing. If you want to try Verizon out and see if you like it, they're offering a 30-day free trial. Just head to verizon.com/free trial. And for all of these amazing deals they have going on, check out verizon.com/holiday. Next up, it's so important leading up to the holiday season to protect yourself and boost your immune system. These make great stocking stuffers for people you love too. They're from Vimergy, and Vimergy makes really high quality health supplements to just take control of your health. These 3, the trifecta to really take your health to the next level. Immunity boosting, this is pure liquid zinc, more potent than other brands. Organic vitamin B12 for cognitive focus and memory. And ashwagandha. This naturally promotes rest, relaxation. It helps you get better sleep. This one has 2,200 milligrams per serving. What's so great is, 2 droppers full every morning of each of these is like your own special concoction. And this brand really knows it's all about the balance of nutrients in your body. So they let you customize exactly what you need day to day, so it's different than taking a multivitamin that may have things in there you don't really need. And I love the liquid formulas as well because they're great for absorption in the body. They're super easy too. You can take them straight or add them to drinks. And they're having some great deals on their website, vimergy.com, including this Black Friday. You can get up to 20% off and a free liquid B12 when you spend more than $200. So that's so great. Now, next, the beauty brand everyone loves. Who doesn't want holiday hair? Pantene. Now these make great stocking stuffers too. This is their Daily Moisture Renewal Shampoo and Miracle Rescue Deep Conditioning Treatment. I love this duo. It literally gives you luxury hair repair without the $60 price tag of its high-end competitors. And this is always a good deal, but right now you can get both of these for under $10 each right at Walmart. I love saving here because it lets me spend on other things, more gifts for everyone else. And it leaves your hair, of course, feeling soft and moisturized without weighing it down, so you can use it every day like I do or in your usual wash day cadence. Again, this healthy hair duo right at Walmart. Walmart, by the way, is just the best. They have a ton of great stuff there, right now and all the time. Don't forget your card and your stocking and just anything else. It's just the best. And there you have it, the must-have deals for right now.
Thank you there, Joanne. Hey, have you missed anything on the show? Because, of course, we want to make sure you get all the information you need.
Sure
Don't
do.
worry about it. It's on our website right now. It's living there. All you have to do is go to dailyflashshow.com.
Look, we got a QR code.
Grab your camera right now. Put it up to the screen. It will automatically, once you hit the button, take you right there to the website. Welcome back to Daily Flash. Hey, if you have a furry family member, no, we're not talking about Uncle Carl. We're talking about your pets. You know that their health and safety is at a top priority. Take a look at this new innovation. It's called the Halo Collar.
If you're one of the 85% of dog owners shopping for your four-legged friend this year, check this out. It's called Halo Collar, and it's all the buzz amongst pet parents. Having kept more than 189,000 dogs safe and living healthier lives by giving them the freedom to live life off-leash, while at the same time giving pet parents peace of mind, knowing that the dog is safely in the boundaries set for them. Halo Collar was founded by dog behaviorist Cesar Millan and tech entrepreneur Ken Ehrman after Ken's niece's dog escaped their in-the-ground wired fence and was killed by a car.
It was a tragedy that I knew I had the experience to solve. Cesar and I got together. I explained to him the concept of the technology, how it allows dogs to live a safe life off leash, And that was his vision.
Astounded by the number of dogs who were lost, hurt, or killed each year in roadside accidents, and knowing they had the combined capabilities to prevent it from happening again, Halo Collar was founded. Halo's newest model, the Halo Collar 3, is the most accurate GPS dog fence ever created. You can get it today at halocollar.com, Amazon, Chewy, or Walmart.com.
Are you thinking about booking a vacation for 2024? Well, here are a few ways you can save big.
A new survey from Booking.com found that 81% of Americans say that they feel more alive than ever when they are on vacation. Now's the time to plan trips for the new year. Travel expert Julie Lofridi shares how to score the best deals and Black Friday specials for your next vacation.
Booking.com has a variety of Black Friday deals for those looking to explore this holiday season and into 2024. There are numerous ways to save big. Black Friday deals start at 30% off accommodations, up to 25% off attractions. To celebrate the launch of cruises on the platform, Booking.com is offering passengers who reserve their trip through the site up to $1,000 in onboard credit.
So whether you're wanting to travel by plane, car, or even ship, Booking.com has you covered for any type of vacation.
Some of the top search destinations for the year ahead include Miami, San Jose, and Myrtle Beach. Wherever your trip takes you, Booking.com is there to make planning stress-free. With Black Friday deals, you can save more.
To learn more, visit Booking.com.
During the holidays, there's nothing like sitting around the table with family, sharing stories and traditional comfort foods. Joining us now to share tips on how to prepare a special dining and gifting experience is executive chef for Omaha Steaks, David Rose. Hi, David. What are your tips for holiday meal prep?
Yes, for sure. My biggest tip is always going to be plan ahead. Organization is key. It's going to give you a lot less stress and spend a lot less time in the kitchen and enjoying time with the family. So first things first, we have the main attraction, the turkey here. You want to make sure you give the turkey adequate time to thaw. You do not want to be that person rushing to thaw your turkey morning of or the night before. A lot of angry stomachs, and it'll be a very long time to get that bird in the oven. So rule of thumb, for every 4 pounds of turkey, you want to allow at least 1 day to thaw in the fridge. So quick little culinary math, if it's a 16-pound turkey, you want to give it 4 days to thaw in the oven. That's first. Number two, you don't want to be Superman or Superwoman. You don't have to make everything. Have Omaha Steaks help assist you with pre-made sides, desserts, wine, vegetables, so that way you can make your core items, but also have those extra items as well to kind of bolster the meal. It's also great for those last minute guests, which you always know you get the extra 2 or 3 unannounced guests. They're great to pop out of the freezer, pop it in, and hot, delicious meal in minutes.
David, what other meal planning hacks can you recommend?
A day of, whenever I'm in the kitchen, I have a very, chefy mind where I like to be organized and have things in order. So what I like doing is when I'm making things from scratch, the things that I can make ahead of time, I do them a day or sometimes 2 days, whether it be, different desserts, pies, cakes, bread, glazes, gravies, sauces, have all that done a day in advance so you can focus on the core items like your roast, your turkey, your spiral cut ham, your steaks. You kind of cook those a la minute. So that way, when you're cooking these things, all you got to do is take the items you already have prepped ahead of time, rewarm them, take them out the fridge. You can spend more time with the family, more time drinking, having a good time, because after all, the holidays are about that quality time with family.
What about holiday gift ideas?
People want to buy memorable gifts this holiday season, but they want gifts to be a sure thing. That's where Omaha Steaks comes in, where as opposed to a ticket for an outing or the movies, a good, great steak dinner or wine gift is very thoughtful, and it'll always give you 100% certainty that you'll know whatever you give them, as long as it's from us, they're going to enjoy it, because after all, food is love.
David, thank you. For more information, please visit omahasteaks.com.
You're probably like all of us. You're gearing up for cold and flu season, right? Well, guess what? There's some help. DoorDash. They can do it. Here's more.
Whether it's a cold brought home from your child's school or a coworker who didn't realize they were getting sick, it's nearly impossible to escape the winter season without falling ill. Dr. Contessa Metcalf, preventive, occupational, and integrative medicine expert and reality star from Bravo's Married to Medicine, shares how DoorDash helps cater to your health needs this winter.
Over-the-counter meds are a convenient and widely accessible option for fast symptom relief and can help in shortening the duration and severity of illness. However, when you're feeling sick, the last thing you want to do is leave home to get the medicine and items you need.
DoorDash is helping close that gap with same-day delivery of cold and flu medicine and other general wellness essentials, often arriving at your door within 30 minutes.
From over-the-counter medicine and lozenges to tissues, tea, and soup, you can get what you need delivered right to your door. Get all the products you need from your trusted neighborhood convenience and grocery stores on DoorDash.
Download the DoorDash app to get the health essentials you need for fast relief.
Online holiday spending is expected to surge to more than $220 billion this year. Here's lifestyle expert Bethany Braun-Silva with her latest family gift guide. Hi, Bethany.
Here's your gift guide to navigate the holiday season. I love Big Lots. Check out this cozy Broyhill reversible knit throw. It's a dupe for the popular Barefoot Dreams blanket that's all the rage. And here's a fun gift. This popcorn maker is so unique. You'll also find top toy brands and save on gifts for the kiddos. I love this Barbie playset. And for the gamers in your life, Bluey, the video game, and Paw Patrol World are two recently released kids video games available now on all consoles and PC. And we can't forget those warm, cozy family moments. Bedsure is one of my favorites. These hooded blankets come in multiple sizes, colors, and materials, and matching family sets. Another brand I recommend gifting this year is Duluth Trading. The brand's free swing-in flannel is 100% cotton that's double brushed for superior softness and comfort. And finally, the gift of health and happiness. 23andMe provides personalized and actionable genetic insights on health conditions like type 2 diabetes and many more. For more information, go to BethanyBraun.com.
Guess what? Everything on the show is right there at your fingertips. All you have to do is go to our website, dailyflashshow.com. Anytime, it's waiting there for you. More Flash after this. Welcome back to Daily Flash. Time for us to look at the lifestyles of the rich and famous. We are diving into some celebrity real estate.
Okay, here we go. Let's start with a 50-room dungeon-equipped castle built back in the year 1130. The estate was the final home of the late great composer Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. He died in 1791 at the age of 35. Isn't that beautiful?
That's incredible.
The 900-year-old castle sits at the foot of an Austrian ski town, and it features 50 rooms spread across 26,000 square feet of living space. A little elbow room there for you. It did undergo a few remodels in the 15th and 17th centuries before a recent round of updates. The 4-story residence now offers a few modern amenities like a cinema, a library, and lots of space for entertaining. It also has some unique features like a chapel and a dungeon. The castle will hit the auction block in the coming weeks after it was previously listed for $13 million.
That's it?
That's it. What do you think?
Maybe
Should
first
we pull
off,
our money?
Number one, like if you got like money, that's the house you want to buy.
Right, exactly.
That's well, I need $13 million.
You and me both. Yeah.
Scott Kahn, son of James, and of course star of the CBS drama Hawaii Five-0, wants you to book it. Or at least book a renter for his Malibu beach house. It's at $15,000 a month. The Cape Cod style beach house has 2,300 square feet of living space with 4 bedrooms, 3 baths. House is just steps away from the beach with amazing ocean views from every angle. The main living room has a vaulted ceiling, French doors that lead out to a private deck. There's also a brick fireplace, hardwood floors throughout, as well as plenty of skylights. The kitchen features a double stove, bar seating, white cabinets. Master suite even has its own private outdoor space. Very nice.
I love that. And even though summer ended 3 weeks ago, now's the time to make plans for summer 2024 in the Hamptons. Actress Sarah Jessica Parker has decided to rent out her beach house. The 1,200 square foot oceanside cabin in Amagansett, New York has 3 bedrooms, 1 bath. It can be yours for just $95,000 from Memorial to Labor Day.
Okay.
The cozy beach cabin was built back in 1940, features the classic Hamptons look. The living room is cute and quirky with white paneled walls and a brick fireplace. The kitchen has vintage touches, including a checkered blue and white floor and a turquoise countertop. The lease also gives you access to a private path to one of the area's most famous beaches. I said summer ended 3 weeks ago. It did for us in Florida.
Yeah.
It did
That's
a few
true,
months
too.
ago. Yeah.
And you can tell everybody, I stayed at SJP's place.
That's right, in the Hamptons.
That does it for our show. We thank you for spending time with us absolutely free. We'll catch you tomorrow. Y'all take care. We'll see you when we look at you.
Be good, everybody. Hey, there's our crew.
Hey, gang. There's our crew.